And we back, and we back, and we back, and we back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SAUNAIE. I'm your host, XO. If this is your first time listening, welcome in, welcome to the show, wherever you at. I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to tune in to SAUNAIE. If you haven't heard last week's episode, we talked about consistency. Showing up when motivation is gone, building systems, staying disciplined. But here's what happens next. I bet nobody prepares you for this part, right? It's when you start changing, your environment doesn't always change with you. Your habits shift, your mindset shifts, your priorities shift. And suddenly you feel alone. Trust me, we all been there. And I'm going through that phase again right now in my life. So today, we're talking about something a lot of Black men experience but rarely say out loud. Loneliness while leveling up. Because growth is powerful, but it can also feel isolating, right? And I know you're thinking, man, yeah, it's lonely, but I ain't going to admit to nobody. Of course. That's why this is here for you, because I know how it is. Like I said, I'm going through that phase right now, and there's nothing wrong with being lonely on the level up. And the part like that nobody really posts about, we all see social media. You're probably on social media right now as you're listening to this. But social media shows you wins, the money, the discipline, the glow ups, and the success stories, right? But nobody really posts the quiet nights, missed invitations, the friends drifting away, feeling misunderstood. Or what about outgoing conversations? So what about this? Nobody talks about how the higher your standards go, the smaller your circle gets. And if you're not mentally prepared for that, it can feel like you're doing something wrong. And trust me, you ain't. It's just a part of the game. It's just a part about leveling up in life. And it's understanding, like, if I'm isolated right now, it's because I'm leveling up to a different level. And understanding the psychology of outgrowing people, it's not personal. Humans bond through shared habits, shared struggles, shared environments. So when you change, the connection changes. So if you stop partying, procrastinating, complaining, staying stagnant, some relationships will naturally fall off. Ain't nothing wrong with this. Some relationships have expiration dates. And it's not because you're better, but because you're different. And different feels uncomfortable to some people. And it's understanding that people aren't meant to grow with you. Some people are here forever. Some people are here for a period of time. But it's understanding like you can learn from everybody and you can't take everybody with you on your journey. It's your own personal journey. And let's talk about some facts now. I know I got some statistics for y'all. According to the CDC and NIH, men, they report higher levels of social isolation than women. Black men are less likely to seek emotional support. And we all know this. Hey, fellas, y'all got to start checking on yourselves and reaching out for that support that you need, whether that's therapy, journaling, or you can talk to a friend or family member that you like, love, and trust. Loneliness is linked to depression, anxiety, and increased stress hormones. So it's not always good to be alone. Reach out to the people you love, your friends, go out with your boy, whatever it may be. Don't always be in that solitude. You got to get out, have that social circle as well. And here's the part that really hits hard. Entrepreneurs specifically report higher rates of loneliness and mental fatigue compared to traditional workers. I bet you're wondering why. Because fewer people understand your path. Fewer people relate to your sacrifices. You carry pressure quietly. So you're improving externally while struggling internally. It's like finding that balance with the two. And why is his Black men differently? This isolation hits deep. Because we're often taught, handle it alone. Don't be vulnerable. Don't complain, just grind. So when loneliness shows up, what do? We don't call it loneliness, right? We call it, oh, I'm being busy. Oh, I'm building the grind. I'm chasing my dreams. Focus on something, hyper-focus on this. But emotionally, we're disconnected. And disconnection is dangerous for mental health. So here's the uncomfortable truth. Growth requires separation. Not everyone is meant to go with you to the next level. Some people are a chapter, not the whole book. And that's okay, because here's where people mess up. They interpret solitude as failure, right? When sometimes it's actually transformation. It's like, what's that? What is it? Is it the caterpillar that turns into a butterfly? Whatever it is, y'all know what I mean. It's that same thing. It's like you're in your caterpillar phase and you level it up and you turn into a butterfly. I don't think caterpillars and butterflies hang out with each other, do they? So at the end of the day, it's like you're in your butterfly phase, you're flying away, you blossoming, you flourishing into your new life. So it's understanding that you're right now going through a transformation stage and you're shedding off that old weight, old habits, old friendships, old relationships because you can't bring them to that next level, that new you. So let's talk about solitude versus loneliness. Loneliness equals feeling unsupported, right? And solitude equals intentional space to grow. One drains you, one builds you. And the goal isn't to be, the goal isn't to avoid being alone. The goal is to avoid feeling disconnected. There's a big difference. So ask yourself, am I in a loneliness phase or am I solitude? Because once you decipher the two, you're like, okay, I was in my loneliness phase, but now I'm in solitude because I'm intentional about my growth, intentional about where I'm trying to go with the next level. So let's make this actionable. I got, let me see how many. I got 5 steps that you can do to really change to protect your mental health. And number 1 would be find 1 to 2 aligned people, not 20 friends, just 1 or 2 people who understand your growth. That's where it really starts because you're like, oh, my friends don't understand this entrepreneurial life. Yeah, they don't because they're not entrepreneurs. So it's like finding like-minded individuals that you can level up with, that you can share your struggles and successes or testimonies with because they've been through it as well. Understand that depth is greater than quantity. Number 2, build community intentionally. Networking, masterminds, church, fitness group, creative spaces. Don't wait for connection. Go and create it. Number 3, schedule social time like work. If you don't schedule it, it won't happen. Number 4, talk about how you feel. Silence builds pressure. Expression releases it. Therapy, journaling, real conversations. Talk about how you feel. Fellas, we got to. We've been bottling it up for so long. Let's talk about how we feel. Get that off our chest. You never know what door that may open to your next chapter. So always talk about how you feel. Start journaling nightly, at least 5 or 10 minutes a night. Break up on that journal. Start journaling how your day was, how you feeling, whatever it may be. That's your time, and that leaves that whole day that you've been through. Number 5, redefine alone time. Stop seeing it as nobody cares. Start seeing it as I'm building. That's really what it comes down to. Listen carefully. If your circle is shrinking, it might mean your standards are rising. If you feel misunderstood, it might mean you're evolving. If things feel quiet, it might mean you're focused. Not every quiet season is loneliness. Sometimes it's preparation. You get me? So if you've been feeling isolated lately, not because you're failing, but because you're growing. Hear me clearly. You're not alone. You're not late. You're early in the process, early in the transformation, early to the next version of yourself. And sometimes the path to becoming requires walking alone for a little while. This is XO. We tuning out. Thank y'all for tuning in to SAUNAIE. Like, share, subscribe, review, wherever you listen to this at. If you're not watching us on YouTube, we are on YouTube as well. Get on YouTube, leave a review, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. I'll take all criticism, constructive criticism as well, whatever it may be. Leave a review. Let me know what y'all think. But next week, we're talking about something just as real as this, which is overthinking and self-sabotage. Why we talk ourselves out of opportunities. Because sometimes the biggest enemy isn't the world, it's our own mind. I'll see y'all there. Peace.